Yo guys, welcome to the M1 show. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah man, it's been a long time coming. I've just been lazy, I've been procrastinating, I've been trying to avoid doing YouTube, but I'm here now. That's what matters. But yeah man, literally, you might be wondering or thinking, why has he got 3 pairs of shoes in boxes in front of you today? Well, that's because today is the day I do an episode on how to spot fake Jordan 1s. Now, I know like a lot of you love Jordan 1s, whether they be mids or highs. Some of you like lows, don't know why you like them, but I'll allow you because there's some nice colorways. I'll allow it. But yeah, I know that some people have been buying fake Jordan 1s, and I just thought, I've never bought a fake pair, and I wouldn't want anybody else to buy a fake pair either. So let me just show you guys the easy ways to spot whether your Jordan 1s are real or fake. So yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, so I've got my 3 creps here. I've got Jordan 1 Fearless Zoom Racer highs, I've got my Real Toe highs, and I've got my Jordan 1 Infrared mids. So the first thing we're going to look at is the shape of the shoe. Now the shape of the shoe is very important because you can tell whether the shoe is fake or not from the way it looks, and I'll show you how. So all you need to do is pick up your shoe, and obviously you'd face it towards yourself. I'm going to face it to you guys. So I'll face it to you, and just look at the shape of the shoe. The shoe should be an hourglass shape, so it goes inwards by the tick and comes outwards by the base. Same thing on the other side, goes inwards and then outwards. And in case it's not as clear on this shoe, I'm going to show you again on this shoe. So here, have it this way. Obviously again, you see that outwards, goes inwards and then outwards. And just to show you, because I've worn these before and I've worn these for quite a while now, I've had them for about 2 years. And just to show you that you can still see those effects on the shoe and the way it's shaped. Look at that. There we go. Right where the tick is, it goes inwards, then it comes back out. And again, right where the tick is, it goes and comes back out. And the reason why it's important to spot this is because when the resellers try and sell you shoes, if they're fake, the shoes will be a bit bulkier. They won't have this pressed in space that is here. So they may look a bit wide, for example. I don't know exactly how to show you it, but they may look a little like this, so they're a bit wider. And yeah, that is the first way to spot if your Jordans are fake. It's a very easy way. Just hold your shoe out in front of you like this and have a look, obviously, to yourself. So like that. And if you don't see that figure 8 shape, your shoes are fake. Alright, so the second way to spot if your Jordan 1s are fake, it's really simple. Literally just look at the tick. The tick should always be sharp. It shouldn't be dull or rounded at the top. It's sharp, and this is a customized pair, and they've said specifically that this is going to be the shape. It is usually sharp. Also here, when you look on the tongue, the tick there is always sharp. And again, just to show you for comparison, the tick sharp here, and if you can see that, sharp here too. It's always like that. This is a bit more difficult to see, but yeah, you can see that. And then again, just to show you, compare the Jordan 1 highs to the mids. Look, the tick is exactly the same. Even though the shoes are slightly different shapes, they're still exactly the same with the ticks, and the ticks are just as sharp. So yeah, cool. So the third way to spot if your Jordan 1s are fake, another very simple method. Just look at the wings. The writing on the Air Jordan should be evenly spaced. There should be a space between the Air and the Jordan. They shouldn't be together or squished together. Like, yeah, it shouldn't be unclear to read. And the basketball is never fully straight. As you can see, there's like a curved line in between. So the basketball's kind of slanted to, it's like they've taken the basketball from an angle. Like they're taking a picture of the basketball from an angle. And it's the same on here as well. 1 second.
A few moments later.
So cool, as you can see, the basketball is slanted and it's very clear. There's no like breaking in the writing. Everything is very clear and easy to read. And when you feel it, you can feel that it's actually imprinted into the shoe. So it's not that it's been stuck on like a sticker, it's imprinted and you can feel it. And same again on this shoe. So with this shoe, it's a bit different because they don't have the imprinted Air Jordan wing. It actually has like a stick-on sort of effect. But regardless of that, you can still see the shape and you can still see how clear it is. And if you look really closely, okay, that's not gonna work. If you look really closely on these, you can see that the line through the middle actually goes through and connects right over here underneath the A, and that same line comes back over there. So that's just a little detail you can pick out by yourself. If you notice that that's not happening, then your shoes might be fake and you just might have to ask and check. Alright, cool. So the fourth way to spot if your Jordan 1s are fake, just pick up your shoe, look at the bottom. On the bottom, you see how the Nike sign is here, right? And it's above the Nike tick. So I'll bring it close to you. Can you see how the K and E connect? And the K and E connects and the E connects to the tick. That should always be the case. And I'll bring it a bit close to you guys. And you can see the R and where it's placed. So the R is imprinted and it is very visible. And it's not as big, it's not too big, it's quite small actually. So always make sure that when you're looking at that, you should always make sure you know that your R is in the right place, which is to, let me just put this to myself, yep, to the right of the E. So yeah, and again, like I've been doing, let me just show you again on these. Now this is a little bit harder to see, but you can just about make out that the K and E are connected, the E's connected to the tick and the R's right there. And just in case you wanted to look again, to clarify, but on the tongue as well, the K and E should be connected. So yeah, as you can see, the lighting's doing a mad thing. As you can see, the K and E is connected to the tick and the A is also connected to the tick. And yeah, same for the infrared ones. Literally, even though I've worn these a bit, you can still see the Nike sign, and if you look a bit close, you can still see the R right there. So the reason why I'm showing you 3 different shoes is just to show you that these changes don't vary from shoe to shoe. They're very unique to every Air Jordan 1. If you pick up an Air Jordan 1, if it's real, it will have these features, and that's why I'm showing you them. Alright, cool. So the 5th way to spot if your Jordan 1s are fake, again, a pretty simple method. On the retros, what happens is that the stitching is always contrast to the main color of the shoe at this point. So for example, here we can see that this point here is black and we have a contrasting white lace that goes across. And the lace doesn't only go across this section, it also continues along to the body of the shoe and goes up here. And it's always double stitched. It's not a single stitch line, it's always a double stitch line, not a single. And just to show you again, as you can see here, double stitch line that goes around all the way around the body of the shoe and hits the shoe right there, as you can see. And that is to every single Jordan 1. So again, don't let a reseller try and tell you, oh, it's only got 1 stitch. No, it doesn't. It never does. It's always 2. And even here, to be fair, like we've got on the mids, we've got a single stitch line, and the single stitch line then goes and continues along here onto the body of the shoe. So the mids have the single stitch line. So yeah, that's how you know the difference. Alright, so you're probably wondering why I've got both feet out for each shoe, but this is a really simple way to check if your Jordan 1s are real or fake. So if you look at the dots on the front of the shoe, they're essentially identical, and that's always the case. So even if, for example, let's say the dots on this shoe, for example, are different to the dots on this shoe slightly in the way they're positioned, they'll still be the same as each other. So it will never be a thing where you'll get dots on one shoe that look completely different to the dots on the second shoe. If that's the case, you've been missold a pair of shoes, or your shoes are fake, one of the two. And yeah, that is the same on the mids. You always get the dots on the front. Now, obviously, like I said, these are worn a bit, so they might not be as clear to see, but you can just kind of make them out. And also, with this one as well, look at the stars on the front now. My shoe, like I said, I've had it for about 2 years now, so they're worn out a little bit, but you can still see that the stars are there, and you can still see that there are some of the deeper stars along the side here. And these are fresh, I haven't worn them out yet. You can see the stars here, similar to the stars in your Air Forces. So always just compare the bottom of your Jordan 1 to your Air Force in terms of the stars to see the depth, because usually what happens is, if a reseller is trying to sell you a fake pair of shoes, what they can do is send you a pair with stars that are a bit smaller or a bit too big. So you just compare just to look for the size. And again, you can see the stars over here. I've worn these out once, and the stars are still very visible. And so yeah, the reason why I'm showing you these details is because you'll always see these details on every single Jordan 1 you pick up. It's not that one Jordan will be a certain way and another will be slightly different. They're all going to have the same features, and that's why you can always tell the reals from the fakes. Very simple. And then these are specific to Jordan 1 highs. Whenever you buy a pair of highs, they always come with 2 pairs of laces. They come with the original pair, so for example black, and in this case we have the blue. And then for this shoe, they came with the white laces, and they also came with these, I want to say, infrared laces. I'm not really sure why Nike always does this, where they put like a crazy pair of laces in with a shoe when they could have easily put something like a grey pair or a blue pair, but I guess that's them, innit? For me, I just wear the laces that usually come with the shoe because they look nicer. But if you think you've got an idea and you want to like experiment with another pair of laces, feel free to. Some people might be a bit like weird about it because they might think your shoes are fake, but you can experiment and do what you want. They're your shoes at the end of the day. You can tell you what you can do and what you can't do. So yeah, literally, in terms of the look of the shoe, that's the main way to spot if your shoes are fake. Actually, that's not. I've got one more for you. Cool. So with the tongue of the shoe, obviously like I've already shown you the front, how the Nike Air looks, but on the inside of the shoe as well, you'll find that this is always sewn on every single time. It's always sewn on. It's never glued down or anything. So make sure that when you grab your Jordan 1, make sure this is sewn on rather than glued down. If they're glued down, it's fake, 100%. And it is same on this shoe. As you can see, the stitching across there, and it feeds into the rest of the tongue of the shoe. So yeah. But yeah, guys, we come to the end of the video, the end of my first video. Rah. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you got a bit of information from it. And if you got a fake pair of Jordan 1s, please never let me see you in them. Like, I might not draw you out then and there, but if I know you, I'm gonna message you later on a humble thing and be like, bro, your J's are fake, or my G, your J's are fake, pattern up, car. I can't have my friends going out wrong, do you get it? Like, and if I don't know you and you've watched this video and you've realised your Jordan 1s are fake, just some friendly advice: burn them, throw them away, dash them somewhere. Maybe even, nah, not even that, just get rid of them, man. What?
Oh man, you're just ruining it. Look at my lips, you're ruining it.
Get rid of them, man. What the heck? What are you doing with a fake pair? Like, what is all of that? And then you wanna come and scream drop on the mains in your fake J's. Oh, childish. But shout out to Feeks and Len who let me use their music throughout the video. And yeah, I'll be back next week same time with another video. Like, comment and subscribe. You know the vibes. Fake Jordan 1s. I'm not saying go and expose everybody on the TL for having fake Jordan 1s, but hey, if they have it, expose them though, because what the heck are they doing? But and if you do have a fake pair of trainers, Hey, you bought a pair of fake Jordan ones.